Yo, what is up YouTube? Today we're talking about COSMIC Epoch 1.5.0, and if you don't believe me, take a look at how many developments that they are doing and the speed at which they are accomplishing these things. I literally made videos about 1.3.0, 1.4.0, and they were spaced between a week. So every week they're releasing another update, and I just couldn't be happier. You know what? I don't want to waste too much of your time doing this intro, so grab a cup of coffee and let's dive right in. Okay, welcome back to Pop! OS Cosmic. This is the thing that I'm most excited about, and I changed the wallpaper because I really liked it. So, that's a cute wallpaper. Anyway, let's dive into the video. So we do have Firefox over here, and I do hope the font size is okay for you guys seeing this on mobile. So the very first thing is translation updates and dependency updates for many projects. I mean, this is like a constant in all of the Epoch releases, 1.5.0 being the latest one. They are ever increasing the number of translation updates, which is always a good thing. Now for Cosmic BG or Cosmic Background, they are allowing the use of EXIF orientation, which is pretty good. Now, if you didn't really know what EXIF orientation is, it's basically a metadata tag inside of an image file that tells the software, like any image viewer that you open up or any image editor that you open up, like Photoshop or whatever, it tells the software how to rotate or flip a photo so that it displays upright. So instead of physically turning all the heavy pixel data when you turn your camera, the device saves the image flat and writes a simple number code to guide the screen viewers. A basic small introduction about what EXIF orientation is, so I hope that helped you to understand a little bit better about this. Okay, so the next thing is Cosmic Compositor. So inside Cosmic Compositor, we have fix for the SIG ABRT when kiosk child exits, and ignore EPERM or EAXIS error on DRM cleanup. I'm assuming this is something to do with RAM management. I'm not really sure. If you know what this is about, please let me know down in the comments, and I would be more than happy to pin it up for everybody else to see. We also get workarounds for Chromium apps breaking below 1.0 scaling. So what is scaling, you ask? You go to Cosmic Settings, and then you go to Displays, and inside here, you have scaling. So this is 100%. I have it set to 125% at 1440p, which I think is a good balance for the video, especially with the text being a little bit zoomed in. But if you were to go below 100%, like 75%, 50%, so this would cause problems for Chromium-based apps. So they fixed it, which is a pretty good thing. I mean, they are putting in a workaround, which is good enough for the user. Now, they're also fixing dbus deadlock in A11Y keyboard monitor, which is pretty good. They're ensuring the X window focus on map or unmap, and they have done a fix where the computer won't panic when the renderer creation fails after a GPU reset. So let's just say you have a GPU, for example. This is an old laptop, doesn't really have too much. If I go to battery, you can see I have it set to high performance, and the discrete GPU is active because I am taking the display output from the HDMI port. So that is depending on the discrete GPU, which in this case is an old AMD GCN architecture GPU. Not really good, but good enough for display purposes. I mean, what graphics card isn't, right? So anyway, it won't panic when the renderer creation fails after a GPU reset. That's pretty okay. And you also have clamp pointer edge after applying the output offset. And you have another check layer hook ID for layer surfaces, which applies to the corner radius of your compositor. So if you open something like terminal, this is the corner radius, and you obviously can change the corner radius as well. If you go to desktop, and then I guess you have to go to appearance. If you come down, you can change the corner radius. You know what, let's just minimize this so that you can see it better. Yeah, this is the square look, slightly round and completely round. These two don't have a ton of differences. Right now they look exactly the same, but they're not really supposed to look exactly the same. Maybe a bug, I don't know. But you know what, even if this thing doesn't change, the dock does change. So if you choose slightly rounded, as you can see, the dock will change just a little bit. That's okay. I mean, you have a visible change, but for the window corners, no change. That's maybe it's a bug, maybe it's a design choice. It doesn't really matter. The corners look good. Now, when it comes to Cosmic Greeter, they are using Cosmic Keymap Unstable version 1, which has the Wayland protocol. So, I mean, the entire system being on Wayland, that's a pretty good thing because Wayland is the default nowadays. And if you have apps that are using Wayland, you run it through X Wayland to be displayed on a Wayland compositor screen. So that's pretty good. Now, for the Cosmic initial setup, they are fixing the list alignment for that, which is excellent. Most of these are small changes, but they are incredibly useful in making a computer feel usable to a user. And now we come to the two most important things, Cosmic Panel and Cosmic Settings, right? So for Cosmic Panel, they are applying a fix for the frosted glass effect, and now this is going to be for applets on hot plugged external monitor, right? So for example, right now, the way which I am recording this video is actually on my capture card. So I have my laptop and then the HDMI cable goes out to my capture card and then it captures into my Mac Mini. On here, it is displayed as a 27-inch HDMI external display, which is of course a virtual display. So if I were to hot plug this, they had an effect where frosted glass would just kind of go away or it would glitch out. So they did reduce this. Now, this is a virtual external monitor. This will happen if you have a real external monitor as well, if you're hot plugging it. So, I mean, like if the computer is running and you are plugging in a computer, plugging in an external monitor when the computer is running, that's called hot plugging if you didn't know. Anyway. Next up, we have a fix for the flickering when using frosted glass when preserving style on window maximize, right? So this is how normally the window would look like. You would maximize it, double click on the title bar and it would do that. And there was a flickering effect, which, I mean, it's very irritating when flickering happens on the screen, especially for people with sensitive eyes. So if you're using frosted glass, this goes away, and that's a pretty good thing for people with sensitive eyesight or for people in general as well. You also have close pop-ups on all outputs before adding a new one, which is excellent. You have a ton of fixes for the touch input, which I'm assuming is mouse, keyboard, touchpad, trackpad, trackball, etc., already supported by the kernel and now supported by a Cosmic Panel as well. So that's pretty good. This is the Cosmic Panel, by the way, if you didn't know. This upper layer, this is the Cosmic Panel. It has workspaces, applications, date and time, and you have a bunch of applications to the right, applets to the right. Anyway, let's move on. We also have a fix for high CPU usage when the screen is locked. So that's pretty good. If you're using it on a laptop, this means your battery is not going to be drained as much as it used to be, which is pretty good. And now we're going to talk about Cosmic Settings, right? Wallpaper, this is my favorite section of any video, as you guys probably already know by now if you follow my channel. So for the wallpaper, they are increasing the wallpaper limit from 100 to 500, okay? How do you add a wallpaper in Cosmic Settings? So basically go to Cosmic Settings, you go to Desktop, and then inside Wallpaper, you come down, and here you can add an image. I downloaded this cute reindeer kind of polar bear. It looks like a reindeer. It looks pretty good. And I had this downloaded, so you click on it, you click add, and it would add the image over to your display. So now the total limit of the wallpapers have been increased from 100 to 500. Yeah, if you're getting bored with your existing 100 wallpapers, you do have another 400 to play around with. And again, wallpaper is going to use EXIF orientation, which, as I explained, that's a pretty good thing. The addition of EXIF orientation is a pretty good thing when you're rotating your displays or rotating your wallpapers and all that good stuff. This is going to be very helpful. And now you can add multiple images at once, right? So I only have one image, unfortunately, but if you were to have multiple images, let's just go over to downloads. Let's say I have 2 to 3 pictures over here. You press and hold the shift key, you click on all the different wallpapers, you hit add, and all of them would be added at the same time to this list of, dare I say, very drab wallpapers. Cosmic should really update that, but I'm in no hurry. I mean, these fixes are way more important than a wallpaper update. Anyway, we also have slider widget handle improvements. That's pretty good. For the display, they're fixing a 1 pixel gap between the outputs due to a rounding error. That's very interesting. This is a very good catch and a very good bug fix. As for networking, they are stopping the storage of the VPN username as a secret. That's pretty good. People who know networking, who are into networking, they will appreciate it a lot more than I can right now, but I'm sure this is very useful to people who actually know what this is. Now, when it comes to Cosmic Settings Daemon, for the brightness setting, you have drop cached DDC handles when idle fixes hangs. Okay, so they have crashes. I mean, they have fixes for the crashes in place for the DDC handles when they were idle, and they're fixing a lot of hangups. That's pretty good. Now for Cosmic Store, they are centering the text in places where the container content is aligned to the center. That is pretty good. This reduces the visual inconsistency that we so often get from different kinds of UI elements that we see. So this is the Cosmic Store. If you didn't know, it's very fast, very effective, and very efficient as well. I don't have it connected to the internet, so you're not gonna get the screenshots loaded in, but this is what it looks like. And with the frosted glass effect, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Let's just close this and this. And as you can see, our dear old reindeer is shining through this frosted glass effect. And that's amazing. Okay, now when it comes to Cosmic Term, we do have configurable terminal pane borders, so you can do that as well. This is the Cosmic Terminal. Like you guys saw, it looks pretty good. We do have a few customization settings as well, changing the text size, split horizontal, color schemes, keyboard shortcuts. Obviously, you can go into settings and you can change a lot of other things as well, color scheme, theme, font, etc., splits, advanced. You do have a lot of things in here, so that's pretty good. And lastly, when it comes to the XDG desktop portal Cosmic, we do have a screencast update. So now they are supporting the metadata cursor capture. So if you're doing a screencast, your cursor position and all the different metadata with the cursor associated with the cursor is going to be captured on the screencast. So that's excellent if if you're doing something like me, where you're going through an article pointing things out. Maybe you're doing a code walkthrough, a demo of some sorts. You need the metadata with the for the cursor. Now that is going to be really helpful. So yeah, short and sweet video. It's already getting a bit long, so I think it's time to say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Again, I love this photo of the cute reindeer. This kind of looks like a polar bear, but it has reindeer sort of wings, not wings, I mean antlers. So I guess I'm in love with this wallpaper, man. I mean, I digress, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.